It is time for another club level stay here at Disney World, and today we are checking into the Boardwalk. I'll be giving you a full tour of the Innkeepers Club and showing you all of the food and drink offerings so you can know what to expect when staying club level here. I am so excited to be staying here in a club level room at the Boardwalk tonight. This resort has been at the very top of my club level bucket list, and I am psyched to finally get to cross it off. I have heard so many great things about the food and the service here, so I already know we are about to have an amazing staycation. And for those of you who may not know, most of the deluxe resorts on property offer the opportunity to stay club level, where you'll have access to the exclusive lounge with unlimited food and drinks, including alcohol, and a team of cast members available to assist you with your stay. The lounge here at the Boardwalk is called the Innkeepers Club, and they are currently serving their snack offering. So we're gonna head up and check out what they've got. Now, before I show you guys the food, I just want to show you guys around the club, a little tour of the club since I have never been up here before. Now we're on the 4th floor of the main building, and when you come up here, you'll see the Innkeepers Club, and it's looking like it's going to be a little bit of a smaller club. The lounge is on the smaller side. On the right here we've got a TV, a couple of tables, and then we'll find all of our drinks. So right over here we have a beverage cooler full of some juices and sodas. You can see up top, we're getting fancy here. We've got some cranberry, apple, raspberry juice, tomato juice, grapefruit juice, apple juice. We've got a bunch of sodas here. And on the bottom, we've also got some chilled glasses. I love that. Right next door, we've got some coffee and some decaf coffee, as well as some tea and some stuff to put in your tea over here. Next door to that, we've got our fancy coffee machine to make you pretty much whatever you'd like. And there's also some syrups to add to your coffee, and I saw this. They have some pumpkin spice syrup out, so you can make like a little pumpkin coffee too. I love that. They have some water here, some filtered water, some glasses, and then they have pog juice as well as iced tea. And I almost forgot, down here too, there's another little beverage cooler full of milk, some more juices, and then on the bottom there's some yogurt, apple slices, and carrots. If we continue on along to our left, that's where we're going to be. All our food offerings over here, the buffet, and then of course there's just the table. So I guess this is not much of a tour because the lounge is quite small. And while it is small, it is quite cozy. There are still a good amount of tables in here. There is plenty of space to relax, work if you needed to, and enjoy a lot of the food. And one thing I found interesting that I had heard about this lounge is that it doesn't actually face the boardwalk. It faces the pool. I don't know if this door here opens. Does it? No, it is locked. So we can't go outside there, but you can see we got a view of the Skyliner and one of the quiet pools here. So no view of the boardwalk from the lounge here, which is kind of unfortunate because we can't see the Epcot fireworks or anything. If we wanted to see the fireworks, we'd have to go outside on the boardwalk. So no great view from the club lounge here. But now that I've given you a brief mini tour of the lounge, I want to kind of show you around all the food that they have for the snack offering. Starting off with, of course, the Uncrustables. But here it's interesting. At a lot of the lounges, they cut them in half to make them appear more fancy, but here they keep them in the package, keep them in the container, and it's funny, they actually have them labeled as a PB&J tartlet. But I do like that they have two options. I prefer a strawberry Uncrustable. Anyone else? But they do have two options for you. They've got grape as well as strawberry, so whichever one you prefer, you can grab. I like that they've got those options. And then this is where the good stuff begins. They have so many different prepackaged snacks. I love to see it. A bunch of different Miss Vicky's chips. We've got sea salt and vinegar. We've got just plain sea salt. We've got even more down here, as well as Smart Food white cheddar popcorn. I love that popcorn. And we've got some barbecue Miss Vicky's, as well as Cracker Jacks to fit with the boardwalk theme there. That's fun. Right next door to that, we've got a build your own trail mix station with some yogurt covered raisins, some unsalted mixed nuts, some yogurt covered pretzels, as well as some milk chocolate covered raisinets. And they've got some little baggies here, so you could kind of take it to go as well if you'd like. And they've got some candy here, so you could take it to go too. They've got actually a bunch. They've got peanut M&Ms, Starburst, Snickers, Twix. Twix are like my favorite. I wish they had Skittles too. I love Skittles, M&Ms, and Three Musketeers. So yeah, you could like take all this to go, because they've got these little baggies here for you to grab and kind of put your stuff in there if you wanted to take it to go to the park or back to your room, whatever you'd like. Right next to our candy, we've got some Danishes. This is kind of, I guess, like the leftovers from breakfast that they have. They sometimes put over like the leftover breakfast pastries out for snack as well. So we've got some raspberry Danishes, and then we've got even more like bagged snacks. So we've got Cheez-Its, we've got pretzels, we've got goldfish, and you guys know how I feel about these Bug Bite graham crackers. I weirdly love these cinnamon grahams. They are like so good. They have them in Animal Kingdom, and I think they're so good. But they have them here too. And they also have banana bread. I believe they serve this at the Boardwalk Bakery, so I love to see it up here. We'll have to try that out. And then right next here, oh yeah, we've got the cookies. There are 3 different options: chocolate chip cookies, sugar cookies, and oatmeal raisin. I am obsessed. Me and Sean, who will be here later, we are obsessed with these sugar cookies that they have at Disney World. And they've got a whole platter out here. So we will be indulging in these, many of these, throughout our stay here. And if we move on down, this is our final offering for snack hour. We've got some dips, some crudité. We've got some Stacy's pita chips, some Parmesan and garlic flavor, some red pepper hummus, some ranch dressing, some veggies for dipping, as well as some probably leftover breakfast croissants and some grapes. So those are our snack offerings, and I feel like it's a pretty good spread. They're available from 11 a.m. until 4 p.m. And I feel like compared to all of the other club level lounges that I have stayed at before, this is like the most extensive snack offering that I have seen before. While I do always wish, since this is during lunch hours, that they had like 1 or 2 sandwich options, or like a salad option, or even a pasta salad option, or a wrap, you know, like 1 or 2 more substantial things. I do think they do have a good mix of like prepackaged snacks. Like they have a ton of different chips and stuff here, so it is a lot better, because usually at the other lounges they have like only like 2 things of chips or 3 things of chips, but here they have so many different options. And I know my dad is here with me. I know he's very happy about the different kettle chips, and so am I. So I think I'm gonna make myself a plate and dig in. I want to try that banana bread. I feel like this is the most boring snack / lunch ever, but there's not really, you know, much to taste test that you don't know what it already tastes like. So I just got myself a little DC. Oh yeah, nice and crisp. I got some cucumbers, and I do want to try this banana bread here. No chocolate chips though. And I got some pretzels. Cheers. Lovely. Let's try this banana bread here. Very dense. Definitely could benefit from some chocolate chips, and a little dry as well. But it's not bad. Has a very light banana flavor. I am wondering if it's the same one that they serve over in the Boardwalk Deli, because I believe they have a banana bread there, but it's okay. We are still waiting for our room to be ready, so while we're just chilling in the club, and I want to go over the different food and beverage offering hours with you guys. So the club opens at 6:30 a.m., and from 6:30 to 7 a.m. they have early riser coffee. From 7 a.m. until 10:30 a.m. they'll have the continental breakfast. From 11 a.m. until 4 p.m. they have the light snacks and refreshments. From 5 p.m. until 7 p.m. they have hors d'oeuvres and beverages, and then from 8 p.m. until 10 p.m. they have desserts and cordials. I just got a text that our room is ready. I have not been inside yet. This is my first time seeing it. It's literally like 10 steps away from the club lounge, and we're entering together for the very first time. We are room 4223. Let's see what we're working with, guys. Wow. I already see this view. How do we open the blinds? I can't open them soon enough. Unlock this door. Wow. Look at that, guys. Right over the boardwalk. I think we'll be able to see the fireworks maybe. Now we're just gonna do a brief tour of the room because this video is all about the club lounge and showing you guys the food and drink offerings in the club. But before I give you a brief tour of the room, I wanna let you guys know how much I paid for this experience. So the normal original rate for this room was $841. So staying club level is super, super expensive. It's a splurge. It's a splurge for sure. However, there was currently an insane annual pass holder discount that I found just a few nights ago, which is why I booked this room and I only paid $545 for this room, which, don't get me wrong, that is still a lot of money, but that is a massive, massive discount. I personally have never seen this room for a room for Boardwalk Club level go below like $700. So when I saw that $545 rate, I jumped on it right away. But I wanted to let you guys know to be fully transparent. But yeah, staying club level is super expensive. But you guys will have to let me know in the comments after this video, after you guys watch it, if you think it's worth it. It's a lot of money. And also, that rate is for 2 people. If you want to add additional adults onto the room, after 2 people, it does cost an additional $35 per adult. But back to the tour. So as soon as you walk in, we've got some storage to our left. We've got some closets, extra pillow, extra blanket, safe hair dryer, all that kind of stuff. We've got hangers, luggage rack, robes, and slippers. That's exciting. Then to our right here, we've got our bathroom. I opened the door here. We've got our vanity and our sink. Hello again. I love this little artwork here with the boardwalk in the background. Super cool. We've got our bathroom, our shower, our toilet. I prefer when a hotel has a walk-in shower instead of a tub, but we are at Disney, so there are a lot of kids, so I'm assuming they gotta have a tub here. And then we've got our H2O products bolted to the wall as per usual. Moving on out of the bathroom, back into the room, we've got a little coffee area here with, I'm assuming, a little beverage cooler there. And then we've got our 2 queen beds right over here. Dresser, TV, pull-out couch, some more boardwalk artwork, super cool. There's actually like no desk in here, which is kind of surprising. We've just got this chair in the corner with that little thing coming out of the wall. But easily the best part of this room here is this view that I've already showed you guys. I mean, you really can't beat a view of the boardwalk. I mean, a castle view is pretty cool, but I'm a boardwalk girl. I love a view of the boardwalk. I might prefer this to a castle view, honestly. And look, we got a view of the dance hall right over there. But this room is awesome. I'm gonna chill here, enjoy the view. I brought my parents along for this little staycation, so we're gonna hang out. I think my mom wants to go to the pool, so we might check that out. And yeah, we're just gonna relax, and I'll catch up with you guys for hors d'oeuvres at about 5 o'clock. I'll see you guys there. All right, guys, it is time for dinner. We're gonna make our way in the club. Let's see what we're working with. Right over here. To start, we've got, again, more crudité, more veggies, some grapes. We've got some celery, some carrots, some peppers, and then, of course, our hummus for dipping. There's supposed to be ranch, but I think they forgot to put it out. Right next door, we've got our salads. There's a Waldorf salad and a citrus quinoa salad as well. This one looks kind of good. We've got some little accoutrements if you need some hot sauce or anything. And then over here is our charcuterie. There's some meats here. It looks like some salami, some prosciutto, and then it says picante over there. We've got some marinated olives and then some cheese. We've got cheddar, we've got Swiss, and then we've got some gremolata marinated feta. That looks delicious. And then we are moving on to all of the good stuff. All of the hot food is up next. And we have hit the holy grail, guys. All of this stuff is going to change up every night, by the way. So tonight we have some kids' chicken tendies. They actually don't look too crispy, but I'm sure they are still going to taste good. And then right next door we've got chicken bao buns. So we've got the bao buns, and then we've got some shredded chicken to put in them, as well as some, looks like pickled vegetables. So we're going to have to make some bao buns here. The rest of the hot stuff includes what we're calling beefy mac, which is just elbow macaroni with some tomato sauce and a little bit of ground beef in there. And this actually looks really good. This is apple glazed pork belly with saffron rice, but I don't think it's hot, so I'm not sure how it's actually going to be. Looks a little fatty as well. And then right here we have garden ratatouille with polenta, cold as well, so interested to see how that is. And finally, to round it out, we have bread and butter. So there's actually 3 bread choices. There is a baguette, a house-made ciabatta, as well as a pretzel bread. And there's also some mustard to put on the pretzel bread, and some butter, and some pickled vegetables. Now with dinner, or hors d'oeuvres, if you will, there is a slight change up in the drink offerings as well, because there's going to be alcohol out. Now you can order alcohol with the cast members at any time during the day. You just have to ask them for it. But during hors d'oeuvre hour, it is just out for you. So you can see here in our soda fridge, right at the top, we've got a bunch of different beers. There are 7 different beers. Wow, we've got a bunch of different beers you can choose from right here. And then to the side over here, we've got self-serve wine. So pretty much every wine you can think of. I know there's some bubbly over here somewhere as well. And yeah, you can just pour yourself a glass of whatever you want. And you can also like make yourself a mimosa too, because they have champagne out, and they've got some pog juice. So you can make yourself a little pog juice mimosa if you want. And of course, all the usual suspects, coffee, soda, juices are still out as well. As always, I'm gonna make myself a plate and then I'll show you what I got. I decided to keep it pretty simple for plate numero uno, although I do have 3 drinks here. I drank half a glass of red wine already. I've got some water and I've got a DC still. And then for my first plate, I got a little bit of some like appetizers, some charcuterie. I got some meats and cheeses, a little piece of bread to go with it. And I also wanted to try this quinoa salad here to see how it is. I guess we'll try this quinoa salad here first. Looks like there's some red peppers in it. Maybe some other vegetables or like torn basil or parsley. It said citrus quinoa salad. I don't think there's citrus on this. I think they forgot to dress it, maybe. I thought there was going to be like a citrus vinaigrette. There is, in fact, not. So it tastes very, very plain. It needs a dressing for sure, but I know this has a dressing. That marinated cheese that I saw up there that I really wanted to try. This tastes like something you would get at a Greek restaurant. This is really good. Did you try this, Dad? It's really good. Marinated feta. Do you like feta cheese?
I don't mind it.
It's really, really good. It's marinated in like a ton of olive oil and herbs, and this might have a little lemon in it as well. This here is really delicious. Wow. I could eat a ton of this. Good thing there's a big bowl up there because I will be definitely getting more of this. Then I can make myself a little prosciutto sandwich. I got some of the house-made ciabatta, little prosciutto. All right, well, we've had our little appetizers here. About to finish my first glass of Pinot Noir. And I feel like it's time to get some of the more substantial food. And as you're probably noticing, you could easily make a meal out of the food here at the club lounge. Whenever I say club level, I feel like it's only worth it for me if you're gonna spend like the entire day at the resort. Like I would not recommend doing this if you're planning on going to the parks. If you're gonna have a resort day, then this is a nice thing to do to treat yourself and enjoy the resort. But you can easily make a meal out of this stuff, which is why I love doing this. As you can see from all of the stuff here at the lounge, and a lot of this stuff looks really good, so I can't wait to dive in. Everyone's digging in. Sean, what do you got here? Charcuterie?
every club level I adore has a charcuterie board, and this is no different.
Oh, we love the charcuterie here at the club. But I've made my second plate here. So we've got all the entrees. We got to try it out. We've got some nuggets. I made myself a bao with some of those veggies on it. I got some of that pasta. Looks a little bit dry. I got some ratatouille over the polenta. And I got some of the pork belly too. Ratatouille.
Sorry. Is it the ratatouille?
It is the ratatouille. It just looks like some zucchini with some tomato sauce over the polenta though. I don't know how much of ratatouille this is. Ooh, the polenta is stuck together. Look at the polenta. It's like become one, congealed. The flavor is really good, but I don't know how I feel about it being cold. The flavor is actually really, really good. The tomato sauce is excellent. There's some red peppers, there's some onions, a lot of red pepper flakes as well. So it's a little bit spicy. That's delicious. If this was served warm and like the polenta underneath was a little bit fresher, this would be fantastic. Now this pork belly over the rice, all the pieces of pork belly looked like they were a little fatty. So I tried to get the piece that was the least fatty. So we'll see. We'll try the rice here first. It's like a saffron rice. But yeah, it's also cold, which I knew. It's not warm. And you could definitely taste that apple. The apple glaze from the pork belly has gotten onto the rice as well. It tastes like applesauce a little bit. I want to try this pork belly. I definitely need to cut myself off a piece here because it is a large chunk. Now, a lot of the food at the club level lounges comes from the different restaurants at the resorts. So I'm assuming this one might be coming from Flying Fish because I know they have a pork belly dish on the menu. And actually, this piece of pork belly, once I cut into it, it doesn't look that fatty. It looked really fatty from the outside, but once I cut into it, it doesn't look as fatty. Yeah, not fatty, kind of tender, and the outside has a nice crisp to it. I really like that apple flavor as well. But again, same as the ratatouille. I wish this was served warm. Like if this was served warm, this would be really, really good. But it's served room temperature, which I wonder, maybe it's because they don't like have enough warming dishes, but I feel like this would be so much better if it was actually warm. I'm gonna save the bao bun here for last and dig into this pasta next. My mom is judging me really harshly for eating this. She judges anyone that eats tomato sauce that's not hers. This is so much better than her tomato sauce. It's so good.
A liar.
It's better than anything she's ever made.
Yeah.
So, no, I'm kidding. It just tastes like a jar of spaghetti sauce with ground beef, but it's for the kids. This is like one of the kid items, so this is exactly what I expected. And another one of the kid items is the chicken nuggies. Now, I am really nervous for this bao bun because when I went to pick the bun up with the tongs, the tong went right through the bun because it is pretty hard. A bao bun, I feel like, has to be like a pillow. It has to be pillowy soft, and when a bao bun is pillowy soft, it is delicious. But if it's not pillowy soft, it throws the entire thing off. Sean's bao literally just broke right in half. It broke right in half. The baos aren't going great for us.
This isn't a very pillowy soft bao.
It is not pillowy, but mine is falling apart now too. Oh no. Oh my god, that is so dry. I was chewing at that for so long. I need a sip of wine. It needs a sauce or something. I wish I had some like hoisin sauce up there.
Yeah, it is missing a sauce.
But even those like pickled vegetables can't save this. How is the chicken on its own?
It's not bad.
Chicken on its own is good, you guys are saying? Oh wait. The chicken on its own is good. It has a good soy flavor. Yeah. I'm just gonna eat the chicken with the veggies mixed up. That bun kills it.
The buns.
Skip the buns, just eat the chicken and the veggies together. But they literally just put some more bao buns out on the buffet. So I'm gonna go grab a fresh one and see if it tastes fresher than this one here. Well, unfortunately, no luck on the bow. They're still
Good buns.
they don't got good buns here.
Hot cross buns.
So I got myself a piece of pretzel bread instead to make up for the bun, to make up for the lack of bow buns up here. Got a pretzel bun with some mustard. Wow, Dad, you really got yourself quite the spread here.
Bon appetit.
Please tell us about your plate.
Well, here we have the yellow cheese. Looks delectable. And then the white cheese, followed by a common chicken nugget.
Just one. One of each.
Just one.
Little meat, some cheese.
I get some points for symmetry on some level. Look at the presentation here. It's like artistic.
Wow. Well, we came back to the room to catch a little bit of the sunset. Man, look at this view. Yeah, we can't really fit more than one person out here. You got to, if you want to come out here, you have to close the door. Yeah, the sunset's just back there. Oh, look at the friendship boat going by. It is. It is very, very cozy. Come on out. We could squeeze on out. You just have to close the door.
They might be French. You might have French doors.
Oh! Yeah, but wait, we do. But how? Wait, now I'm trapped. Now this is the setup. Wow, now more than one person can enjoy the balcony.
There you go.
Now this is the life.
Yeah, see?
Yeah, do you think we could see the fireworks from over here? I think we might get cut off by that one tree. I can't fully tell, but this is super cozy. We got dessert in a little bit. Actually, how did everyone enjoy dinner? Did everyone enjoy dinner?
Enjoy outdoor living.
What was everyone's favorite part of dinner?
Ooh. I would say the charcuterie.
The charcuterie?
The charcuterie was my favorite, but those buns were not very bow. The chicken was good though.
The buns, what were your favorite?
I like the pork. The pork.
belly?
I like the pork belly, but I only had one, but the rice was like ice cold. So the pork itself was good.
Dad, you like the cheese cubes and the chicken nuggets?
The cheese cubes and the nuggets and the beverages.
2 cheese cubes and 1 nugget.
All right, I guess it's time for dessert, guys. We did take a sneak peek at what they had before we left. And I think it's gonna be good. Let me show you guys. All right, we got some strawberry cheesecake right here. Ooh, some Mickey brownies right here. Those actually look good. Some lemon meringue tarts. And then right over here, we've got some cordials, some Frangelico, some Grand Marnier, some Baileys and Kahlua. And you could, of course, put these in your coffee. Oh my God, look at Sean. He's going right for the sugar cookies, of course.
I love a good sugar cookie.
We know
There's
you
lemon
do.
Flavored sugar cookies.
We know you do. They have a coconut macaroon. They have mini cannolis. We will be testing these. And then they once again have all the cookies out. They've got chocolate chip, sugar cookies, and oatmeal raisin. And then they put the candy all out again, so you can take whatever candy you want. I am quite impressed with this dessert spread, I must admit. And I'm going right for the cannoli, I think.
The cannoli. Kristen's trying to find the best cannoli in Orlando.
Little citrusy, but overall, not that great. Coconut macaroon.
Here, do you want this?
I actually kind of like that. It tastes like a cakier almond joy. It's really good, actually. Lemon meringue pie. This is like a classic Disney dessert here. Super small. The lemon meringue was good. It was actually really tart. I just don't love those Disney like pie crusts that they have at all the buffets and the club level lounges and stuff. Now for the cheesecake. I'm just picking it up because I did not
Definitely
get a fork or anything. It's definitely strawberry.
Soft. What's going on with your fingers? It's like in the middle of the strawberry cheesecake. It's not a finger food.
It tastes more like a strawberry mousse cake than a strawberry cheesecake.
Not enough graham cracker.
That too, yeah, there's no crust at all. It doesn't really taste like a cheesecake. Right? I don't get any cheesecake. And now for the brownie.
It's missing that crust.
I will be going back for some sugar cookies after, don't get me wrong, but this brownie is what I am most excited for. A little bit dry, but it tastes like a brownie. Honestly, the coconut macaroon is the best thing here. Did you guys try the coconut macaroon?
It was good.
It was the best thing here. That was my favorite, hands down. Also, I heard they might have some Mickey bars and Mickey ice cream sandwiches, so we might have to grab that after. Right over here, there is a secret stash just outside of the club, just outside of the lounge. If you know, you know. A secret stash of Mickey bars, Mickey sandwiches, and strawberry fruit bars. Which one should I go for, guys? I gotta go for a bar. I haven't had a good old Mickey bar in forever. Well, this right here is the perfect way to end a club level staycation evening. I'm gonna enjoy this Mickey bar, probably watch some TV, and then I gotta show you guys the breakfast still, so I'll catch up with you guys in the morning. I haven't had a Mickey bar in forever. Well, good morning. It is a new day here at Disney's Boardwalk Resort. We're just getting ready for some breakfast at the Innkeepers Club. Enjoying a beautiful morning overlooking the boardwalk as the friendship boats sail on by, taking guests to and from Epcot and Hollywood Studios. Gonna stop narrating this day now and go get breakfast. Well, we shall start off with the pastries here. We've got some croissants, some plain croissants right here. We've got an apple Danish that actually looks quite tasty. We've got some multi-grain croissants, and then right over here, we've got Jersey crumb cake, and very interested to see how that is. They're definitely pulling that one from the Boardwalk Bakery downstairs, and I just went to the most famous crumb cake place in New Jersey, so we'll see how this one compares. We've also got some cereal, some Fruit Loops, some Frosted Flakes, and some Rice Krispies if you'd like. And of course they have some milk to put in there as well. There are some breads with a toaster right next door. We've got bagels, English muffins, as well as just some regular bread to toaster in question. And then we've got some toppings, and these toppings are going to mean there is more food down the way to put them in. So there's like stuff to make like yogurt bowls, and for like oatmeal and such, there's blueberries, raisins, brown sugar, jelly, almond, jams, butter, cream cheese. And then over here, this is what I really think is interesting and what I really love. They have jalapenos, cheddar cheese, and chopped bacon to put in our scrambled eggs. Spoiler alert, there are scrambled eggs, and I really love that touch. I've never seen it at a club lounge before, but I think it's going to enhance our eggs just that much more. So, of course, we've got our hot stuff next here. This is steel cut vanilla oatmeal. Right next door to that, corned beef hash. So some potatoes, peppers, onions, and some beef in there. It looks a little bit oily, but other than that, it looks tasty. And then we've got our eggs, but not just any eggs. These are cage-free scrambled eggs. They look a little fluffy, but I think all that jalapeno and cheese and stuff is going to enhance these. So I can't wait to try that out. We've got our bacon, and then there's also some plant-based sausage here, topped with even more peppers and onions. And then over here, to round it on out, we've got some smoked salmon with toppings for that. Some fruit, some strawberries, grapes, pineapple, cantaloupe, and then there's some cheese, some hard-boiled eggs, and some chia seed pudding right back there. Well, before we get into all of the food up there, I did grab myself a mimosa, a Pog mimosa, and one thing that's really fun that they do here at the Boardwalk that I don't think they do at any of the other club lounges is they put little animals in your mimosas in the morning. So they have rubber ducks, rubber whatever. I got a little rubber piggy in my mimosa. My mom got a little red rubber duck, and oh my gosh, your mimosa glass is so frosty and icy. You see the ice on the side of your cup? But yeah, they put little rubber ducks in your cups here at the Boardwalk. So that's a really fun touch that I love. The perfect way to start your day, and honestly, this is the perfect mimosa for me. They did the amounts perfectly in my favor. Not too much pog, just enough to where you can taste it. And me and my mom were talking. They have like the best ice here at this club lounge. It's crushed ice, but it's not regular crushed ice. It's like the Chick-fil-A good ice, nugget ice, crushed. So it's amazing. And they're putting it in this mimosa too, which usually I'd be like, why are you putting ice in a mimosa? But this ice is so good that I want it in this mimosa. Well, to go with our mimosa, I decided I'd start with a little bit of a sweet treat here. I got one of those Danishes, and then I also got a little slice of crumb cake here. We'll see how this is. The little more cake than I would like. I like to see a more crumb to cake ratio, but maybe it'll taste great. My mom tried it and said it wasn't bad, so let's see. This actually is pretty good. The cake is super moist, and I really like, yes, the cake is moist. And I really like how brown, sugary, and cinnamony the crumbs themselves are. Although, I could definitely use more crumbs themselves. The ratio, I need a crumb cake to be like 70% crumbs and 30% cake, and this is definitely like not that ratio, but it's still tasty. So I really like it actually. This Danish here, it looks like a clam, doesn't it? It looks like a clam. This was an apple Danish, I think. Nice and airy. I obviously know this is probably not fresh, but it tastes pretty fresh. It's like an apple pie filling in there. So this is like a full-on dessert. Well, this is what we are working with. We are loaded on up. I wanted to try that plant-based sausage. I'm not quite sure how it's going to be, but we're going to give it a go. And then I also loaded up my eggs, guys. These actually look really good. I want to grab myself a bottle of hot sauce because they had it too. The buffet eggs are usually a miss, but with all these toppings, they could be really tasty. I also got some of the corned beef hash. I got some of the parts that weren't oily, and we've got some bacon over here, as well as a croissant. All right, where should we start here? I guess we'll start with this Impossible plant-based sausage. I did get some of the peppers and onions here to see if it can help, because it looked a little bit dry, the sausage, but I do like Impossible plant-based meats, so we shall see how this is. It's actually pretty good. Although I will say, a lot of the times when I eat plant-based food, I'll say you can't really tell it's plant-based. This one you could definitely tell it's plant-based. But there's a little bit of that breakfast sausage flavor there. Overall, it's pretty good. I bet it would be good if you stuffed it in a croissant with some eggs as well. I bet that would be tasty. And you could even make yourself like breakfast sandwiches. You could put some of the eggs in a croissant with the bacon, and you have the cheddar cheese up there and stuff. So you could really kind of make this your own with whatever you want to do. And I did doctor up these eggs here with bacon, cheese, jalapenos, and I got some hot sauce as well in case I need it. So loaded eggs. It's almost like I made my own omelet. A DIY omelet at the club lounge. You know what? That's pretty good. Sean's telling me the Disney eggs aren't good. Sean, did you try them with all these toppings?
No, you dressed them up very nicely.
I made my own omelet here. It's so much better.
Pepper on it?
Oh,
Because
you didn't put pepper on your eggs?
No.
Oh my
I'm telling
gosh.
you, and they were so.
And it's about to be even better
I put salt and pepper
with some
on
hot sauce here. We've got our little hot sauce bottles.
What, like?
right there.
See, you have to work with what you've got here. You have to work with what you've got. And if you don't, then that's on you. But we're going to doctor this up even more with some Tabasco. And then that'll help even more.
Feels so long.
Now I could definitely get down with this little egg mixture that I've got going on. Is corned beef hash? I'm not quite sure how this one's going to be here. Potatoes, peppers, onions, some corned beef. really soggy. The potatoes on their own have a decent flavor, but everything together is a little bit mushed with the oil. So we've got a big breakfast here to enjoy, and this is like the perfect way to start your day before the park, so you don't have to worry about breakfast when you go into the park. So I love coming to the Club Lounge for breakfast. Definitely can obviously make a full meal out of this. This is a full breakfast here for sure. And they change everything up every single day. So you pretty much always have like an egg dish. You pretty much always have a meat dish. And then you'll always have some type of plant-based meat dish. And then you'll always have some type of like side dish. So it might not always be scrambled eggs, but it might be like an egg frittata, or it might be, instead of regular bacon, it might be regular sausage, or instead of corned beef hash, I believe yesterday they said they had like grits. So these things could kind of change up, but you're always going to have like the same base of breakfast. You're always going to have an egg, a meat, a side. So you're always going to be able to make a meal out of what they've got here.
Well, with that, we have knocked another resort club level stay off of our bucket list. I had a great time. As I often say, staying club level at Disney World is one of my favorite ways to experience the resorts. It's just something so unique, and it's so relaxing to me. I just love the convenience of having a lounge with readily accessible food and drink. It just makes it feel like, you know, you don't really have much to worry about, and it's perfect if you're not really planning on spending much time in the park, and if you're planning on spending a lot of time at your resort. Like I said, it's definitely a splurge, don't get me wrong, but I just love staying club level. But now that we have experienced all of the meal services at the Innkeepers Club, I feel like it's finally time to talk about my experience and the overall experience staying club level here at the Boardwalk. And I guess I could start by saying, do I think I received a level of service and food that warranted the discounted price that I received upon booking this room with that annual pass holder discount that I got? Yeah, maybe, yes, but do I think the service and level of food that I received warranted the full price of over $800? Absolutely not. I would never spend that to stay here again. And with every club level stay that I have, I just keep bringing it back and comparing it to my favorite club level at Disney World, which is Coronado, where I think you receive a fair level of food and just top-notch, above and beyond service. And to this day, I have not received that level of service anywhere else, and it does not even come close. And Coronado Springs is the cheapest resort to stay club level at. So I still think, as excited as I was to cross this one off and really excited to stay here, Coronado Springs is, I can't believe I'm saying this, Coronado Springs is still my number one, and it is the cheapest club lounge you can experience at Disney World. The service there just goes unmatched. You don't have to ask for anything there. Like, it's just already taken care of for you. And that's not to say the service here wasn't good. There were some really friendly cast members and stuff. I had a great time interacting with them, but just the service is, you can't compare it to the service that you receive over at Coronado. And the food here, I think the highlight was the variety of food. I think there were so many different options when it came to breakfast, when it came to the snack hour, and when it came to even dinner. There were so many different things to choose from, and I think that was the main highlight, because there was nothing really that was that great or that tasty, but there were so many different things that you were able to find stuff that you could enjoy. Okay, this is Kristen of the future here. I wanted to make sure I threw this in. When you actually stay club level, you have access to the lounge the entire day after you check out. So I ended up actually coming back to the club lounge for dinner after I checked out, and I wanted to let you guys know that dinner this second night was so much better than it was the first night that I actually ended up filming. So I wanted to take a couple videos and show you guys what they had. Not only did all the food taste better, but all of the food was hot. So I don't know if there were just issues with the warming trays or I don't know what the issue was, but all of the food was warm this second night, and all of the food just in general was so much better in terms of taste, everything. My family and I, we enjoyed the food so much more this second night. So I wanted to make sure I took some videos for you guys to show you guys this second dinner, and I wanted to come back in and let you guys know that. You guys will have to let me know in the comments down below what club level resort stay you would like to see next. There's still a couple I haven't covered on this channel, so comment down below which resort I should stay club level at next. Thank you guys all so much for checking out this video. Thank you to everyone over on Patreon. I appreciate all of your support so much, and I'll see you guys in the next video.